Hey, what's up, everyone? How's it going? And we're live. Just figure out to say happy weekend. And today I'll be showing a few plans, doing a little update. And yeah, so, but in the meantime, I'll just chat a little bit. And yeah, give me 1 second, guys. Alright, just get this going. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, I'll just chat for a couple of second minutes here, let everybody catch up in that, and while some people may be coming in, I'll just do a quick talk about a couple plants here. Probably gonna have to do a little trim on this little guy. Try to overshadow my CPR or the CPR I'm growing. Now, all right. Hmm. Just kind of thinking of which plants to start with. But, uh, hmm. I'm just looking over some plants now. Let's see this one. Mhm. All right. Now, hope everyone's weekend is going smoothly. Now, pineapple is getting plants getting tall. We're gonna have to separate a few of those plants in there. But in the meantime, before I do that, I'll just have to wait till it gets warmer out because it'll be a little tricky doing that, and it can get a little messy. And plus, I got some other plants I need to move around a lot first before I do that. All right. Hmm. Sorry guys, I'm responding to a message. Alright. Now, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah. That platoon runs patrol. Alright. Sorry I'm not being super talkative. I'm just going over some messages, looking over the plants, and trying to decide where I'm going to go. I will show the arrow garden, but brace yourself, guys. I trimmed my one cross back a bit. Looks like a stalk with a couple pods on it, but it's showing some new low growth and everything. And I put a couple other um, seeds in there, and they're sprouted. So yeah, yeah, my day's going okay, guys. So hey David, hey Freaky. Let's see. Hmm. Oh yeah, and I'll try to show the purple scorpion plant. It's got a couple pods on it. It started out with light color, and it the pods are turning into the really dark color. Hey Ruby, how you doing? All right. Well, I guess I could just go right into it. Well, I really need to get that one in the planner and so. All right. Sorry guys. Um, hmm. All right, I'll just go right into it. Check the messages first before I do. Joe, I'm not sure if I understood your message there, but all right, I'll go ahead and show the plan, some of the plans. Might not get to them all, but I'll get to a few. All right, here's a quick up showing of a few plans. Now, a lot of them are getting to the point they're, showing signs of getting ready to flower. Some have already flowered, and some have already gotten pods. This guy's still kicking, still taking a while to jump back. This one's doing rather well. And this guy's actually responding really well. This one's trying. That one's coming through. And this little guy, I just changed the nutrient mix to see if he'll do any better. Wasn't responding as well as a nutrient mix I was toying with. And this one, I had is my cross, and it's actually got it in a sports drink cup, but I'm trying not to show it because it's still got the label. But This one's coming back. We're doing well. I'm trying not to show a label on that one too much. But, and here's the plant that's from the, that was in the AeroGarden originally. But, yeah. And that one's actually getting taller than the AeroGarden. This one's still staying really short hair. They're both bootless, but that one's just getting tall. It's already forked and trying to flower. But, alright, look, here's my cross from the AeroGarden, or in the AeroGarden. But I did chop the leaves just because some of the leaves were just looking a little odd, so I cut the big leaves off. I just get the growth. Already got a pod right. I had these two pods on it, and this one was getting closer to ripening. I just figured I'll leave that one up for the sake of it. But if I take them, then the plant would just probably jump up a lot quicker. But, alright, there's the pineapple, and here's the other plants. And there's the basil. It's coming back. I trimmed it pretty well. It's the one I got in the 5-gallon tote, or the two plants, I should say. It's actually taken pretty well. And I'll show the roots here in a minute. Alright. Just give me a second, please. Alrighty. Sorry for the movement of the camera. Alright. This one, sorry guys, I got quiet. This one's flowering. It's actually got a pod on it. Oh, a couple pods. Nice. I've been hitting the flowers with a little pollinator over here. You know. But I know I haven't hit every flower, but I hit some of them just now. Alright. And, oh, my basil's flowering. Eh, I didn't pay attention to that. The basil got some flowers on it. Alrighty. I'll just let that one go to seed if at all possible. Try to see if I can extract some seeds from that one. But still got these plants in the seed tray. Left them in there way entirely too long. But a couple of them might not take out or even deal with anymore. This one I'll just take out and do something with. It needs to get out of there. And yeah, not liking this little thing. Oh yeah. Right? This is no biggie. And alright. Sorry for the camera movement. Oh, this here is my little makeshift seed starting hydroponic thing. So, little hydroponic germination tray, so to speak. The one that's popped up. Lettuce. I'm going to trim a couple of those back so it doesn't get overcrowded because it is pretty crowded right there. And then, hold on. Can't see it too well. The color's not getting thrown off by the light. But this is the opal basil. You can find the seeds in like, some stores. I mean, a lot of some local stores. And this one is actually forked out. It's a little, looks a little thin, not as thick as I want it to be, but nice leaves on them. And this one back here is getting taller than the light, how the lights reach. I'm debating on whether or not to. Give me a second. Uh, I'm debating on whether or not to trim it back a little. But the leaves or the flowers are starting to look rather nice. Alright. Yeah, a couple of leaves I'll have to trim back because it's getting my light. Yeah. But I'm gonna have to get this one under light more. This one's hogging the light from the other one. We have to have it trade spots. Sister plants, but this one's just getting taller because it's getting more light. And yeah. Alright, back over here. And yeah. Alright. Got this guy here in a little hydroponic mixture here in a coffee container. And then, yeah, this one's a scorpion, off a scorpion strain. This one's my little cross guy. Um, and, alright. Um, sorry, I'm getting a little quiet. I'm just reading some of the messages. Alright. Um, but the little guy down here is a scorpion. Hasn't grown very tall, but he's just leafed out. Got some other ones over here. That's one of the ones I'm working on right there. And yeah, like I said, that one's gonna get a little tall for the light. I'm gonna have to trim a couple of the top leaves off because it's kind of blocking the light. And then here is the purple scorpion. So, yeah, it has nice purple flowers and all that. So, okay, now it's back to me, guys. All right. Check the messages real quick. Hello, Gemini. And Dave, it's getting a little warmer during the day, but tonight is possibly going to frost. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's actually not too bad once it's going to start stabilizing out, but not happening quite yet. So a couple of plants here. Oh, the roots are actually looking rather nice on this one. What I like about this container is you can actually see the roots rather well. But this one's a Moruga. Yeah, just go ahead and check that. I'm trying to do this without the glare. But it's got a little condensation in there. But that's alright. Yeah, there's a few containers I got the other day that I'm going to eventually put some of them in. But, yeah. This one's still going to take a little while yet, but it's getting there. We just got to develop the roots first. And if I can manage create some space, I'll be able to, sorry about that, but I will be able to get it under a light. I think I will once I get the chance to maybe get another little one over there, but I don't got a thing to hang it from. The spot I got it hanging from, I lay it hanging from right now is already taken. So, yeah. Um, but, okay. There's, yeah, it's interesting to see the basil flower. I was not expecting that. It's got a nice purplish hue to it. But, and then I'm looking forward to seeing what the opal basil is going to be like. No, Freaky, I don't even know if I'll be able to get any in the ground or in the ground just yet because, I mean, here it could be any time. I mean, there's been times where the first week or so of May had gotten cold like freezing days last year. So yeah, all right. Roots are looking nice in this one. So, all right. Good development on this roots here. Uh, can't wait. I just want to get more of these containers because they seem like they respond rather well in them. So if you guys want to, don't have to fiddle with them too much or anything. Try getting these coffee containers. The plastic ones seem to be rather well suited for it. I mean, the dark ones, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't have to be any specific name brand, or you can even use a creamer container. This really can vary. Um, yeah. I mean, but just a dark container will do. But this one here, I'm gonna put my hand over the label. But sorry, you can't really see the roots even if I were to take my hand, move my hand. But I mean, here. This one's just getting some roots growing, but it does have a couple pods trying to come through. I mean, this one is my cross, and it's actually, you know, really eager to produce pods. Alright, now, let's see if I can get this one out here. Come on, work with me, plants, please. Well, since I got this one out. Hmm? Alright. Alright. Yeah, this one's the one that I'm working on as well. And it's in a literal pint-sized container. I mean, it is a pint. And yeah, probably should get this leaf off and kind of not responding. Well, I mean, the plants responded, except the leaf wasn't doing too well. But that could happen. Just one leaf. And here's this one. Just a number of weeks ago, I put this guy in this coffee container, and just forked. It's like I don't mind it. I don't mind if he's doing it on the fork thing. I'm not trying to top him either. No, no one's kind of doing his thing. Right. I haven't looked at the roots in a while. Ah, okay. This one got some nice looking roots on it. And the container is less than half full of water. But I could probably put a little more in there, but right now we'll be fine. It's got the roots dipping near the bottom anyway. Alright, let's see if I can get my hand back in here. Oh, you gotta be a freaking gymnast or something. Almost contortionist to get in here. Alright. Alright, check the messages real quick. Alright, people. Got more to do here, and yes, it's a hydroponic mixture. You can always just go ahead and find there's well, a lot of different kinds to work with. So, I mean, I'd recommend trying whatever you can find. Uh-oh, this one's gonna need some more, little bit in here. All right, I'll fill that, put some in there. That one doesn't have much roots right now. Eh. All right, this plant right here. Let's check out this one. I would tip it, but I don't want to tip to show the top of the plant, but I want to tip the resin, the container, because you know, you know what I mean. It's got the water in that in here, and I don't want to just fill it all over the place. But take a look at this one. All right, yeah, it's got that, you got that root kind of smell, but not too bad. This one's actually reaching out rather nicely. And yeah, all right. But hey, what's up, Daniel? All right. Alrighty. Hmm. Also, this plant, I'm surprised I haven't needed more. Oh, this is the one that I had from the AeroGarden. You know, I know it looks a little lopsided, but that was because when it was in the AeroGarden, I kind of was trimming this side a bit to keep from the light and give the other plants some room, and this side kind of just grew out a bit. I'll probably, in a while, probably just do a little more trimming, but I just want to be sure the plant's more stabilized first. I mean, acclimated to this. So, but you can tell it's got a nice base to the plant, good amount of branches. This is one I was trying to just see how well I was doing. The roots are looking dark in here, but it's just I'm waiting till it actually um wait until it actually gets more roots going. Uh, yeah, it's actually got a few coming in, but just gotta wait for the other roots to get going rather well, which will take a little while with this plant. But just yeah, wanna add some more mixture in there soon. Um, but just not right at the very moment I'm doing that. So But yeah, guys. Let's see. Let's see which is which. This little guy, he's doing pretty well. He's reaching around. All right. Huh. We'll have to make some adjustments on you. But this one's sangria, and anybody familiar with it knows it's a little ornamental variety. Not hot. It's more of a on the sweet end. Yeah. This one's one branch starts getting a little bit longer, so I'm gonna have to turn them, reaching for a lot more. But it's almost looking like a little bonsai. This one's in a pint-sized container, but it does have some pods on it. Normally, I mean, some people think this is, called a Thai pepper, but its name is sangria, and it does get a couple of, at least the ones I've been growing for over a number of seasons. They're the same thing after they ripen, same flavor, same taste, and all that, and same size, plant, same shape, pods and all that. It's just that a lot of them will start out with this white, creamish color, then get the shading, the purple, and then they'll kind of fade to a red. But that's what happens. But with the normal phenotype or look of that variety, it tends to just be a rainbow of colors. And let's see, got a number of them over here. A couple of them might have to pull out of this area because they're getting completely overshadowed. And yeah, but this one here, oh, nice. Get a little potty on this guy. There, there, we got two of them. All right, that's the third one forward. All right, this one's more. It does look like a little bonsai, but this one's more one of my little crosses. Let's see. And yeah, I don't know. There's some contests on pepper lovers, but I have never entered in on any of them. Just never felt motivated to do so. But I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy back here. And alright. There are some that I don't feel like moving too much. Just because I don't want to disturb them. And as I mentioned, there are going to be some that I will, or some couple little small plants I will get rid of. Or not just get rid of, just do away with. Just because they'll just free up a little bit of space. And it'll help me out. But, alright, let's see here. Alright, we'll check messages again. And alright, and this is what I'll do. I'm going to go back to the basil and show the roots. Alright. The camera's going to jostle around a little bit. That's because I'm moving around to there. So sorry. Alright. Give me a second, people, please. I will get to there and show you. There's roots to the two basil plants. Man, just a nice smell. Thing about basil, they always have a nice aroma. But as I said, I did trim some of the leaves off it previously. But I could do a couple more times, get some of the bigger leaves off. And just show that flower again, or the part that's flowering. But yeah. And then right in here, this is getting a little overshadowed, too overshadowed, but it's got my cross in there. Sorry if it gets a little dark, but that's my cross. It's looking a little small, but that's the way it's looking because a lot of them are in pint-sized containers. But this plant of mine right here, it's longer, about as long as my arm almost. And pineapple plant, there's multiple in there. And alright. Yeah. But alright. And let's see if I can get this one plant out here. Hey, can you see what I see, guys? Alright. Let's see if I can find that one plant. Ah. Alright, let's pray I get him out here safely. Alright. Now, see this, guys? Now, keep in mind, this is in a pint-sized container. Here, give me a second, and I will. Might take more in a second. Sorry about the camera angle. Switch it back to me. Alright. Alright, guys. I'll show you that plant that I just had in my hand. Second, trying to balance the plant on me. At the same time, I'm moving this. Alright. But and just like I said, keep in mind, this isn't a pint-sized container, literally. And so, and yes, plant is being kind of way to the side. I want get some more soil, and maybe put in something that kind of helps stand a little more, prop it up more. But this is a strain of mine that I am working on, and yeah, not a high heat one, but it does have some heat. Right, please don't catch on each other. Yes. There's another one in there, but I'm not wanting to move them much at the moment. Just respect the other plants. Yeah. Yeah. So these are good overcrowded here. Couple of leaves on some of these. Like I said, like this leaf I'm going to have to trim a couple of them so I can let more light get to the rest of them. Now, so I don't forget. Meant to do that the other day. Got to get rid of that leaf. All right. Pineapple, you are getting a little annoying with that. Your leaves are getting in the way too. Trying to respect you, but you gotta respect the other plants there, guy. Yeah. All right. You too. Sorry, guys. Just yeah. Couple more leaves I've just trimmed off. Alrighty, people. But there's a fair amount of these that are in pint-sized containers. Not all of them, but there's a fair amount. But say, for example, this guy, I'm gonna have to trim that low leaf down here. Not doing it too much. But geez, guy, you're getting pretty heavy first. Flour and everything. But yeah, it's good. You've got a nice thick stem to it. I mean, taller than my forearm. Uh, yeah, this one's getting stressed from being in this container a little too long. Yeah. Oh, come up, pour it out after this one out. Make a mess. Not just the. Dang it. Alright. Well, what I could do is possibly, I'll just put it in a larger container. I'll just do that mañana. Alright. Alright, anybody got any questions? Feel free to ask. Um, well, Dave, in regards to super hots, that could vary a lot with me, or not. Well, it could vary. Um, there's a number of them that I do like. Um, ones that I'm partial to a lot is definitely scorpions. I like scorpion peppers a lot. Um, let's see. Yeah, I do like scorpions. Various strains. Now I do like butch teas. Marugas, I do like marugas a lot. Um, let's see. Um, BTR is pretty good. Let's see. Which other strains? Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, uh, Peach Gold Scorpions. Now those are really nice. I like those ones because they have, for a really hot one, or super high, ultra, whatever you want to call them, they do, let's say, have a good flavor profile along with the burn. And they tend not to disappoint on the heat. I've touched on it before that for it being from the aspect of both those peppers being crossed together, they produce uh, really nice, really nice flavor profile to go along with that burn. And, and they can come out with some nice gnarly looking pods. I've had lots of pod variations with that. That's a plus side with that strain. Pod variation galore. I mean, they can be, you know, so a certain size, a few inches to, rather large. I've seen ones with, uh, well, a lot of ghost shapes or Bujalokia shapes. And I've seen some throw out scorpion shapes, and so and some in between. Some would look like they can have uh, characteristics or traits of both, which is rather nice. Um, I like Marugas of different strains. Now, I've always liked the red, and and then the yellow I like. I mean, when it's a change up in flavor, but you can still tell it's scorpion. They do have a really nice profile to it, and the plants get rather large. So yeah, and then yeah, they could produce rather well in pods that are at least golf ball size. I've seen some get bigger, and I've seen, they can vary just like with most any plants. Uh, let's see. James, in regards to fertilizing, I usually tend to stick with the same in majority of the time. But with some plants, I kind of switch up a little bit. I don't go for anything too drastic or change too much, but with some, I just try different ones to just to experiment. Not with all plants, just with a couple of select plants, just to see how they respond. Now, I don't go for any kind of things out of the ordinary. Just I don't have a particular preference as long as the plants respond well. Now, a lot of plants seem to respond rather well to hydronutrients in soil or non-soil because the plants can absorb them quicker. But there are fertilizers you can buy at most of these stores if you can't really get them online somewhere. I mean, there's some that I do experiment with that I would see in some garden centers or most any certain places just to see how they respond. But if you want to be sure, don't focus on the ingredients too much. I mean, because a lot of people try to focus on that, but that's all because they get particular about it. That's okay. And but just what a lot of growers do, you could um, focus on more of the aspect ratio of the fertilizers in there. Like say, um, some could be 346 or 364, or some could be higher than that. Like I've seen one that's 15, 30, 15, and that one's more focused on bloom factor, but that one's more for flowers. But peppers are a flowering plant as well, so people could try them, but I can't guarantee you will respond the way you're thinking. But I just suggest go ahead and give it a try. You know, worst case scenario, it doesn't respond the way you like to it, and then just switch it up next time. You know, next time you need to feed it. Hey, what's up, BD? How you doing? Hey, James, how's it going? Yeah, Frankie, just if you follow the guidelines on the liquid plant food, then then you shouldn't have too much of an issue about that. Yeah, sorry guys, I was just reading some of you guys' messages and everything. All right. Yeah, guys. Shoot. Yeah. There's a number of plants I got around here, but I'm just kind of looking forward to taking some of these outside. Some of them, I took some out like about a week ago, just have sit out in the sun. My one cross, I left it out, from between out in the evening hours. let it sit out there in the sun for like several hours, and it was doing just fine. Had a couple other ones out there. The one looked like it was just like the leaves were just about to fall off it almost, you know? They're getting in at the point where, it looks like we're, if you don't, if where it needs to be watered almost. But it was, it didn't need to be watered because, there's moisture in the soil. So, yeah. But yeah, so. I had him out there for a few hours. The one was doing the wilting thing. The other one was just fine. Both of them are crosses that I'm working on. The one I did a video on in late December, and it's a really nice strain. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna just reading the message. Alright. Uh, um, in regards to bike crosses, a lot of people try to come out and try to think there of different things of trying to out gnarly the next person in regards to crosses, um, but yeah, uh, that's not my concern on doing crosses. I just, you know, like trying out different things. To me, a nice good pepper is a nice good pepper, and it doesn't have to be the most wicked thing out there. So, I mean, that's just me. Everybody has their own different ideas of crosses. That'd be cool. To me, most crosses are cool. I just, I don't know. I don't have to have the hottest one out there or anything. I don't have to have the most gnarly or the most meanest string. I just doing. Sometimes I guess some of the more interesting strains aren't exactly the ones that are pepper out to try to out gnarly the next person. So, I mean, I've seen some pretty decent crosses that weren't, intended to be the wildest strain there is. But that's fine. It's no big deal. I just that's the way it is. Yeah. If a pepper tastes not good and everything and does well, that's fine with me. Doesn't have to doesn't have to be the largest potted strain out there. I just as long as it's a nice pepper, good flavor profile and everything, then yeah, that'll be pretty good one. Yeah, BD, that can happen. Um, I mean, a lot of times, that can happen too. I mean, either it happens or it doesn't, plain and simple. But some people will claim there's only 10% chance of that happening. Not exactly. That's just kind of lowballing it. Especially, especially if you have multiple plants around. I mean, it's bound to happen. Give it time, growing enough of them, and go through multi generations and have several plants be around. It is bound to happen. Even if they don't have to be the same plants within 2 feet of each other. There's plants that could be, 10, 15 feet apart, and still that can happen. It just catches the wind right, or you could have pollinators, and the pollinators just flying about, like say bees, moths, butterflies, hummingbirds, whatever. There's a lot of variables in that, so that can happen. I mean, you could just catch the wind right. Just anything. I mean, nature does what it does when it wants to do it, how it wants to do it. Hey, what's up, Gary? How you doing? Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. Yeah. And also, sometimes what can happen is a natural genetic variation of, uh, of, of the foreign peppers. I've had that happen. Some people say that's like 1 in a million shot or whatever, but you gotta think of how many seeds are you get from no matter where you get your source from, or how many seeds that you harvest from your own plants, and you go after generation from one season to the next. It happens. So, I mean, given the frequency of it, you can go through a season. All it takes is one seed to, diversify in its own way. So, I've definitely had that happen. But it's always fun to have different things going on with that. Um, I mean, it's just can be just natural variations too. But um, just like I had gotten seeds that are Scotch bonnets a while back. Yeah, they were definitely Scotch bonnets. I mean, one some seeds produced the ones that were just more like a little small shape, like probably about so big, probably about maybe probably about that big around, and they're yellow, and same Scotch bonnet heat, same Scotch bonnet flavor, and yeah, all the pods were that shape, and it was awesome. I mean, they're just like easy ones to, just and those were good producers, but it just really depends, and also where you grow and method of growth can play a big factor. But um, but I'm debating on whether or not to also grow indoors, maybe a couple plants. I think I could just. I'm debating on whether or not at some point to pull that one plant my cross out of the arrow garden so I can free up that one space, or and put in another plant in its spot, or start another one in this spot. Then yeah, but that's just a different story altogether. And yeah, I just think I might just grow a couple indoors to possibly have as just so I can have some indoor peppers going on. Maybe not so much during the main grow season, but more for off season. I think I may, and then maybe do some herbs. Herbs would be nice to grow indoors. I'll grow a few of them outside, but I'm probably just going to do certain varieties inside. Now, let's see. Um, but shoot, hmm, uh, there are some gnarly ones that there's some videos I still gotta I have that I have not uploaded that I should. One I've been meaning to upload for a while now. I was just feeling kind of self-conscious, but I recorded the video last year of a pod review, and yeah, it was so I got several pod review videos. So, and one of them is of the strain I'm trying to grow out that was as of last year. That was last year's hottest pod I had. That as of last season, and it was a pretty big pod, and yeah, gnarly looking pods on it. And I got one started in the arrow garden. I might keep that one in there. Maybe I'm not sure yet. Um, but I'll start a couple more seeds when I get a chance. But yeah, I just would like to see that one do well. Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I mean, I haven't even thought of a particular name for it. But let me check the messages. Hmm. But I don't know. I mean, maybe at some point in the future I could think about releasing that one. Um, but not entirely sure about that. I still got time yet to, think. Um, but there's a couple out there that there's a couple crosses that I've been toying with that I might consider sharing, but they're not ultra high level. I mean, they're definitely not the more milder ones. But I wouldn't mind consider sharing some of those as long as they help me grow them out for a little while before I decide to do anything with it. Just so long as I don't mind the person growing a couple of these ones. Just like I said, as so long as they help me grow it out for until I feel comfortable enough to just say go ahead. But um, yeah, it's just one of those ones. I mean, just as long as the person doesn't mind if it's not an ultra high level on some of these ones. Some certain particular varieties I'm not just going flat out, but some other ones I don't mind so much. But there's certain particular varieties that I'm being particular. I mean, really, I know I just said that word, but particular about. So I just want to be sure I know I got it to a certain point where I'm okay with that. I see too many people nowadays just getting careless and saying they're just seeds, they're just this, they're just that. What does it matter? Well, it does matter to some growers that put forth effort into them, you know. But I can understand a perspective to a certain degree. But, it's just more about being respectful to others and the growers that you got them from, more or less. It's no big deal. I mean, to a lot of people, but no. Respect is being respectful means a lot to a lot of some growers. But yeah, um, but if you guys want know more about what I'm talking about in regards to some strains, certain couple of strains, I don't mind sharing a bit. Then hit me up on Hangouts, and I can probably send you a couple of pictures to show. But some of them aren't going to be some aren't going to be the hottest strain out there, but there'll be something different. So, but there'll be good ones to mess around with here and there. So, yeah. It's just a lot of some of them I'm just trying to get along further before I release some other seeds out. That's all. Um, and as long as you just, I don't know, I'm not having an attitude or I'm just talking here. So, yeah. Yeah. Sorry guys if you see me yawn just a little bit. That was because I've been up since about before 5 in the morning. Um, I'm just thinking right now. Just thinking about the next few weeks. How I'm gonna play some with my plants. So yeah. Um, all right. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask or anything. And yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just looking over some things real quick and see. Hmm. I'm wondering if I can see some of those, but don't see them. Well, one strain I'm looking forward to this year. I shared seeds with a handful of people. They're not a strain I came up with, but it's been around for a while. They're called Sweet Twisters, and they're actually rather nice. Nice enough, nice big fruits, really good flavor. I know I've talked about them before. I know the picture's kind of flipped, but that's a Sweet Twister. Yeah, that's a plus side about crossing is that you can come up with more of the traits that you're looking for in peppers. I mean, that's definitely that's pretty much what people are do crossings for. Is to get more traits that they like. You know, if there's somebody likes more of the flavoring of this pepper and more of the texture of this pepper, and they would like to see them both on one end, then or see what they get out while putting them together, then yeah, that's a good way to try it. But there's just the thing is a lot of people um, just there's a lot of some people go overboard with it, go cross crazy. Once they start doing crosses, they just never stop. But I mean, a lot of people are doing it nowadays. It's kind of hard to find, true original strains from years back, but they can be found. So I mean, they can be found. There are strains out there that have been around for a long time. I mean, I mean, like bell peppers. Bell peppers been around for a long time, but there's so many different variations of bell peppers that have gotten out there, and it's just crazy to see because I mean, a lot of some of them may be a little form of a hybrid that may not be aware of, but I mean, because some of them would say have different names, and so a lot of them may have been around for quite a while, but it doesn't mean that at some point there wasn't a hybridization involved in their crossing somewhere around somewhere. So, I mean, just like Serranos. Serranos have been around for a long time, and there's different variations of those. And just like Cayennes, so many different variations of them. I mean, like ghost peppers, they may have been around for a long time, but those have been hybridized for generations and generations, years upon years. So it's kind of hard to backtrack all the way to where it's 100% origins are. So, I mean, where the parents came from that. So, I mean, people can go and say, oh, peppers originated from here, peppers originated from there, but oof, that's a slippery slope and long history you go through. So, but yeah. That could be another topic for another time, but one of these days, people will figure something out. But yeah, everybody know, or a lot of people know nowadays, peppers are full of health benefits. So yeah, vitamins A and E, or vitamins C and E, and all that stuff, and everything. Just with capsaicin, it's got health benefits to it. Being used for cancer research, helps arthritis, and numerous other issues. And the list goes on and on. I know I'm just rambling right now. But yeah, I think I might try that. I think I have tried that from seed, but I seen that the other day. I might jump into trying that one. Uh, but there's certain ones I'm going to give a try. I know I got plenty of seeds that I've had sitting around for a long time from other varieties, but yeah, there's one that I'm going to try. Um, there's one I'm going to try that I wanna grow, I'm thinking about growing is I'm thinking about getting the golden cayenne. Uh, you can find those in, most garden centers now, just like other ones. Um, but there's a lot of places now that are being more open to growing or having hot pepper, more hotter varieties. So I'm kind of keeping my fingers crossed and hoping to find new other varieties at main chain stores or anything like that. I mean, because that's a habit for me. When I'm out and about, I just kind of tend to have hopes to look and keep my eyes open for. Well, I guess. Alright. This was off my cross on the arrow garden. Give me a second. Alright. This is my cross of mine. We went to, it's got some heat, but this one I wasn't doing this purely just to get something that's really hot. I was going for a flavor profile and a nice structure plan and, a decent pods. And plus, a lot of times in there, garden the pods don't tend to get as the same size. And yeah, good. Wow. Wow. That one has a nice bite to it. Wow. Right off the bat. It's got the fruity flavor mixed in with heat right away. Yeah. It's got the spicy flavor and gets that strong little hint of heat as the pepper goes back. It's like a wave as it goes back. Hits you right in the back of the tongue, but it's not really something that's just like poof, pow. Well, that also depends on the person too. But this one's got a fair amount of seeds. Normally, it's not that many seeds. Not even worry about saving any from that pop. But definitely has a good flavor. It almost has a sting to it. Not like prickly, stingy kind of burn, but it just has a first initial sting that lets you know it's hot. And it lingers, but then as it settles in, it just gets that warmth, and it goes like it'll go back first, then it'll just come right back to it'll phase to the back, and then it'll even out to the front. Hey, Beanie, Uh, are you meaning the type of pod that I just ate? Am I put that outside as well? Because last year I planted some outside, but this year I'm going to do the same. We have just gotta just haven't decided the full layout yet of the what's exactly going where. But I'm trying to be particular about where my certain crosses are going. Yeah, I put my crosses outside. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Um, if there's a chance in any kind of variation, that's fine. But I usually keep a number of seeds from a generation or two before, just to be sure. If it doesn't go the way I hope with that one I'm growing out at a point, then I can just go with seeds from the generation before or something, and then go from there. And it's a plus when you get variations. Sorry, I was just looking at the messages and that. But there's several videos that I'm past due to upload. Um, if any of you are curious about them, I will let you know that if the video quality or sound quality is a little bit different, that was because they are from a while ago, and I do may look a bit different, so or slightly different than from what I know now or am looking at this current moment. Being it longer beard or shorter beard or a little bit longer hair, whatever. Um, and some of them may even be with you know plants from outside, just because they were done at a different time of year previously. So that's just in case anybody were to get curious about it. That's and whatnot. But all right, hmm, just thinking. Um, yeah, all right. I am gonna have to clear out a few of these plants to make room for others, just because this is just going to be a little crowded with plants. Um, but yeah, alrighty guys. Just looking around in here. Hey, Russ. Uh, yeah. Getting on. What time is it by anyone there? Because here it's going on 10 o'clock. Cool, Gemini. You're in the Central Time Zone, huh? All right. Then PD. Oh, you're an hour ahead, so you're more in the Eastern Time Zone. All right. Yeah. So you're on the other side of me, Russ. All right. Yeah. So Gemini. Oh, that's cool, BD, man. Wouldn't mind being living in Florida right about now with the way the weather has been. But and, BD, how south of in Florida? How south of Florida? Is it more towards the coastline or just southern, southern Florida in general? You don't have to give it exact where. I mean, just you don't have to give it exact. But oh, Gemini, you say central. Was that more north or was that more south? I mean, like more north towards Canada, or is it more south towards? Is it way more south? I'm just talking, just asking, big conversation, Um, I'm not asking exact locations or none. Oh, what? You're in Florida and you're still in the Central Time Zone? Oh, snap. Uh, oh, snap. So you must, BD, you must get those winds pretty well. I'm sure it gets pretty windy by you guys in Florida. I mean, just being on near the coastline and all that. All right. I'm just looking at my plans here. Yeah, yeah. I've heard about you guys' hurricanes down there in Florida. That sucks. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I like Florida because it's weather, but at the same time, the weather can hit pretty bad and when it comes hurricane season. I mean, like say if you got an outside garden or anything, then that's thrashed. Besides, between the hurricane force winds, the rains, the hail and everything else, and the debris, and the water that comes around. Man, it's nothing nice. I mean, but if you got it inside, you got a nice, nice indoor thing going on, and the place is pretty well suited to put up with all that, then you're good for the most part. And you got backup power. So don't forget about that. But yeah, that would be the plus side about having an indoor garden when it comes to that time of year. But, or if you have a container garden and you live out there, that'd be a plus side because then you'd be able to, or you hopefully you'd be able to move the stuff indoors and protect them from all that. But I'm just saying, in general, I'm not saying that's the case with you guys. I'm just, that'd be a nice part of it. Oh yeah, BD, it's quite possibly going to frost tonight here. So, I mean, I can't really officially grow um, here right now. I mean, I could have probably started maybe some potatoes or carrots by now, but eesh, or in-ground stuff. But in regards to anything else, not too much. Ah, ideas thrown through the brain in regards to growing. That's all. Um, but if any of you guys are doing hydroponic or crack key style or anything grow, um, I've seen some people do carrots that way. I'd like to see if any of you guys would have any luck with that. I mean, not just putting them in seeds straight into the little rock things. But I'm just saying, in general, try it if you guys can do it in the rock wool or any kind of certain sponge-like things. That'd be interesting to see because I actually seen some people actually do that, where they actually can get some carrots produced in via hydro method. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Gemini, it's kind of hard for you know, this kind of makes people that are in colder climates see people in warmer climates growing already because we'll just be up here. Not much we can do about the weather outside. Everybody, some other people are just sunny, plants going galore, gardens just crazy. Be like I've seen people in more tropical climates just just having a garden just go all year round. And it's just awesome, man. It's just awesome. Praise them for that. It just sucks for me because I can't do that here. It's not, well, the only way I can grow is indoors during a good portion of the year or a certain slight portion of the year. So, yeah. But, I mean, that's what, I mean, if you can grow, so be it. I praise you for that. It's cool. I mean, but, um, I mean, shoot, I'll be happy with living in a climate where I can grow outside all year round. But, but yeah, one thing is I wouldn't mind is that You know, we could get peppers more like perennial plants. Just like say with some certain select flowers or bushes or trees that where they could come back up when the season's provided warm enough. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just a thought. Oh, but hey guys, yeah, and oh yeah, I was possibly tossing around the idea of a candies giveaway, but I'm not quite sure yet. It's only in thought mode, and I know I was doing a seed giveaway from before, but I still haven't gotten some of those seeds out to certain people on that, and so if anything, yeah, just I'll have to do a video on that, detailing that if I do. Not sure about that entirely as of yet as a candy giveaway, but it's a thought. So some of them will be at random and random heat levels, so and stuff like that. And it's a thought, but if just stay tuned if you want to hear more of that. Let's see. Uh, but hey guys, just letting you know, I might be calling it a night here in a little while. It's getting a little late here. Um, so just letting you know ahead of time. I mean, but yeah. So, but, oh yeah, freaky. Not everybody pays attention to zones like that. They just know their area and they just learn to judge when the seasons change. So, and yeah, no, I'm not being really serious about that. I'm just giving you a hard time. Just playing around, man. Yeah, in Michigan, I'm not surprised by that. That's probably part of the reason why we're getting cold in the hair over this way. I remember before it was saying Lake Michigan or and all that was just staying. staying pretty much mostly frozen, or a good lot of ice was floating around that for a good portion of the year. We given us about a lot of cold air, and it's just like, but yeah. Alright, this little plant over here needs to get more light, so is that one. Alright, I will have to get rid of some of this stuff to get more space. Some of these little seedlings I'll have to part with. Or if I keep them around long enough, I could probably start putting them outside. Which some of the plants I think I will start doing. Just for the sake of it. I mean, some of them I just won't really have much of an issue with. So yeah, guys. Yeah. Um, over the weekend I'm gonna, if I got time tomorrow, I'm gonna trim a few of the leaves off the basil plant. Or trim a few more. And then I don't know, I'm debating on what to do with those leaves. Maybe take a couple plants outside for a little while. Some of them do need to be getting some natural sunlight. Yeah, guys. I think I'll go ahead and get ready to take off too. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm going to hang in here for a couple more minutes to kind of even out the time. But sorry, I was trying to do a stretch because I felt like my neck was going to pop. Alright, yeah, sorry I forgot I was quiet. I was just checking out the messages. Uh, Alrighty. Yeah, but hey, if you're not sure about that, just bring them in. I know it may be a little task and all, but I mean, if you just want to be sure, that's fine. I mean, I know it's your call, your plans. Um, uh, but if you want to, you could leave a couple, few of the bigger ones out. I mean, they can be fairly, bounce back pretty well. I mean, I have seen store-bought plants being left out uh, when it's been, when it hits the light frost. So, I mean, they can recover as long as it's not like a really seriously hard frost, then it's good. Because I've seen plants survive from in the 30s. But yeah, but yeah, if you're just not feeling sure about it, then by all means bring them inside. I mean, yeah, just like I was saying, it's your call, man. You got to make the call. I'm not telling you what to do on it. I'm just saying it's got to be your judgment call on that one. Cause I know it takes some time to mess with them, start them and grow them and all that. So, so do whatever you feel makes you feel better, man. That's all. All right. Alrighty. Um. Yeah. All right. If there's any questions, let me know. Oh boy. I got an itch on my finger here. All right. What? Yeah. Well, Rob, it's just really up to you. You to decide. I mean, I'm just saying from my experience and what I've seen plants go through, they can make it through a lot. And I've had plants survive plenty of 40 degree weather and do just fine. It's just that's why I mentioned, for the bigger ones, they can be left outside. The smallest ones or the smaller ones, probably better to bring indoors. That's all. It's up to you, man. I mean, it's fine. That's totally fine. That's cool. I mean, I yeah. There's nothing wrong with bringing them inside. Just by all means, bring them inside, man. I know they take a lot of time, a lot of effort to work on them and be with them. So that's cool. But all right, Gemini. See you guys around. See you around. And all right, Rob, I hope you come to a decision on that. And if you take him inside, all right, cool. Uh, but by all means, take him inside. That's fine. And I mean, if it only takes you a couple minutes to bring him inside, then by all means, because with me, if I were to bring someone out and then bring him back in, it would take me a while to do all that moving around. Um, but I mean, 'cause just with me, I know it would take me more than 15 minutes. Uh, yeah. But all right, guys. Um, all right. Well, hey Rob, keep me posted on how it goes with your plants and that, and yeah, just keep an eye on the weather. It's still fluctuating. The weather's been pretty funky this year, and yeah. Yeah, well, all right, Rob. Yeah, see, yeah, that's the thing is, all they need is just just a spot to cover them from any possible thing with uh, temperature fluctuations, you know. But it's fine. It's fine. Do what you gotta do, man. But all right, I mean, what the? No, I was just um. Let's see. Um. All right. Yeah. So I will be cutting it short here in a second and say I wish everybody a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll be posting a video if I have the more time because I'll probably be doing some yard work and hopefully get to do some stuff out with the garden area maybe. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. And but all right, guys. All right, I'm going to cut the stream out and down or shut it down and talk to you guys around and check you around BD. And yeah, so and thanks everyone for showing up to the stream. Appreciate it. And yeah, and everybody remember, keep it spicy, and check you guys around in the next stream, next episode, video, and anything else. And yeah, so please, like and give a thumbs up, and maybe hit that little icon in the corner, and the bell too. So, all right, I'm gonna shut it down, and I will talk to you guys later. And thank you everyone for showing up and showing your support. Peace out and later.